Okay, so this video is about doing your first mow after you've laid your lawn. Sunday, Monday, yeah, 10 days. 10 days this lawn's been down. It's had syringe watering every day. Had some very difficult weather conditions to deal with, simply because even now it's windy, but yesterday was 45 and winds of 80 k's an hour. The wind was just mental. All the sand in the back has been just gut right out, so I'm going to have to do that again, and now there's a delay on the lawn. I won't be getting that till the 27th now. Look, the lawn here that put down 10 days ago, that's ready to be mowed. As you can see here, you can still see the lines of the gaps and everything in between, but look, it's quite fluffy. It's grown quite a bit. There's quite a bit of rubbish here from the wind the other day. A couple of little seed heads here. That's showing the stress of the weather. There's a few of those about.
Look, a quick mow of the established bit first, which I made a few times. I start off my mowing with a nice edge, and the Ego edge is fantastic. And look, getting into the Mow Master, I've got this at 10mm. It's an 8-blade cylinder, and it is just doing a magnificent job. As you can see, it's nice and flat and starting to mature into the ground a little bit. And yeah, look, it is just sublime. I'm really loving it, and look, it kind of makes me regret not putting grass into it totally. I mean, just look at the cut here. It's just fantastic.
As you can see, that's all lining up already. Starting to show that cut, that nice low look. See a little bit of lines there?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to up the height.
So let's go into the mow of the bit that's been in for 10 days. Now look, I am just guessing here on the Mow Master. I'm not going to pull it up and measure it exactly, but look, I want a high height of cut. I'm guessing this is about 15mm. And this bit that I'm going over here with the sand, I'm being very, very careful. There's a little bit of wetness in the sand, so we don't catch it in the blades. That will blunten the blades terribly. But getting into the main mow of the area that's been in for 10 days, this is a very, very light cut. Like I said, it's about 15mm. We just want to train the grass to grow and thicken up and grow laterally. This is the trick of what we want to do. Mowing is also going to really assist the root development and just the whole development of the grass into the area. It's been quite of a struggle this week just to try and get this happening, because the weather has just been disgraceful. So lots of syringe watering because there was lots of high wind and high heat. But look, the lawn's taken really well, and I'm really happy with it thus far. And look, this 15mm mow is making it look quite nice, and can see the effect that I'm going to be going for in the future. People who install rollout lawn, one of the main questions I get asked quite a bit is, when can I do my first mow? And it depends on a lot of things, but here's a bit of a guide for you. Number one, is it attached to the ground? If you can pull the rolls up, it's too soon. Those rolls have to attach to the ground via the root system. Number two, is it growing? Is it getting a bit more green? Is there a bit of length happening? That's a great indication, and a good way to really check on it is take a picture of it the first day that you lay it, and then take a picture of it a little bit down the track. If you notice that there's green and it's growing, there's a bit of length, it could be time to mow. They're the two main things. Is it attached, and is it growing? You really have to factor in the time of year that you put the lawn down. So I've put my lawn down in spring. It's a couch. It's quickly attaching to the ground. Within 10 days, it's great for a mow. So that's what I've done. But for instance, if I put that lawn down in the middle of winter, I could be waiting a couple of months before it's attached properly and growing properly. And that leads me to point number 4, grass type. So couch can happen very quickly in the spring, for example. Zoysia could take quite some time before it happens. Buffaloes sometimes, usually in between. It could be a couple of weeks before you have that attachment and proper growth. You just have to play it by ear using those 4 things. Is it attached? Is it growing? Factor in the time of year and factor in your lawn type. The mow doesn't need to be too aggressive. It's a light chop. You should have plenty of green left. The benefits are that it will promote the grass to thicken, promote lateral growth, and promote the root system to establish even further. So what have I done to this lawn to get to this point? Well, I've watered every day with light syringe watering, 5-6 times a day for 5 minutes each time. I haven't put down any fertilizer. I've put down humic acid to improve cation exchange capacity, which means increasing the way the nutrients get to the plant. And I've also put down soil wetter just to keep that moisture at the root zone. So what I'll be doing now is I'll be concentrating on getting some deeper and infrequent waterings going and getting some fertilizer down. For the watering, I will be doing 3 times a week a deep water for about an hour in the early morning. What I'll be doing for fertilizer is I'll be putting down Launch Plus and Root Builder, which is a foliar application at a light rate of 50 mils per 100 square meters for each product tank mixed. The reason for that is I just want to give it a little feed. It's just to help it along and wait for that root system to establish a little bit better. Then a week after I've done that, I'll be putting down some 4 Seasons, a granular application so the plant learns to obtain nutrients from the ground. So it's all going really well. Thanks for watching my video and get your lawn on.